Hey guys, welcome back to Max Soulstorm for Unification. Today I have another 1 vs 1 view again on Fata Morga. I'm sorry, but most people like to enjoy, seem to enjoy Fata Morga. On the northern side, playing Demon Hunters, Grey Knights, it is A1 Kenobi, going 2 builders into 3 brother champions, pretty normal. On the southern side, playing Praetorian Guard, we have HUNtington. HUNtington going for a Orcs opener, munition stores and generator. So is he trying my opener that I put up, but I didn't go for a generator. I wouldn't recommend going for a generator because you do not have the map presence with it. Also you need to go with the irregulars, going for another convict squad. Very nice, very nice. Do we go? What do we see? Grey Knight Interceptor squad and a generator. Yeah, you need a generator. I just noticed these that Demon Hunters have really dope new icons. I was not expecting this. Nice. First Flux X Mercs are out now. Before we get started, HUNtington, I know I've seen him a few times. He is a mid to high skill player, I would say, in the ranks of Necrotechnica and the likes. They're happening. But not in the same league as like Rex or Gapia or Clampe. So let's see how this turns out. Aeon Kenobi I have never seen before. Let's see how he does. He does the Brother Champion onto the Interceptors, which is not very good because you need your Interceptors to your Brother Champions to capture. So now you have only 2 guys to capture. These are now getting big shooters, so they should be able to take down this Brother Champion. On the other side, he's just coming in and trying to hit these workers, but the workers are squads, so I'm not sure how effective this would be. Throwing down the leader, so they will now lose morale and then not be able to do anything afterwards, or will they? There's the leader back again, parole officer, eating some force weapons to the face, poor guy. And reinforced the convicts in the last second. There you go, and these guys got grenade launchers and now also feeling the might of these Grey Knights. Holy shit, this was like at the same time left and right. Grenade launchers, they only can have 1 grenade launcher, okay, because you have the munition stores, I think 2. Yes, so you can have some grenade launchers on those guys for now. But yeah, they now decap, but on the other side these orcs are well around, and even the convicts could produce a orc turret over here. We have now Purgators, which in range will of course kill the builders. How would you... Even in melee, these are just builders, you know. But they buy time. No, they do not buy time. It was decided differently. Now these guys have decapped this one and try to kill this Legion host, which they will be able to, and now they need to decap, but there's a little thingamajigs with Praetorian Guard that you cannot decap their stuff immediately, so you have to wait a bit, which is interesting. Grey Knights dropping a model to these big shooters, dropping probably another model. Will there be a squad wipe? This is going to be close. Yes, there will be a squad wipe. Sad guys. Is there replacement on the way? Another Brigade squad is on the way. He should have enough resources soon-ish to get another one. Yeah, soon-ish. Both very low eco game here. We have only plus 38 for the Praetorian Guard and plus 10, and we have only plus 40, now plus 50 and 10 for the Grey Knights. Grey Knights still having the economy advantage, given that their models are way more expensive. But yeah, big shooters on these guys aren't free either, so yeah, if you trade some of these orcs with big shooters, they should be very well. There's a lot of irregulars. This is like almost fully reinforced. Look at all these lads living the dream, standing here, and now another teleport. To this point he thought it would be kept, but it was not. Now he can try to force the issue on this point over here. Purgators now forcing back this squad. Second squad of Purgators would be very much needed. Economy for it should align soon-ish, and then he can push these guys back for good, killing these builders, now focusing on these mercs, but now also continuing to capture his point. So he lost 1 point and didn't cap 1, while he has now denied 2 points over here. This listening post did survive. You can tuck in units inside and they will shoot from inside. These guys have now decaptured this point again, so it's only 44 and 10 against, give me a second, adjusting my audio a level bit, against 62 and 10. So economy wise it is still in favor for the Grey Knights. They are now getting another generator, so they are getting ready for tier 2. Need to get this point and capture this point. I think he needs to replace his brother with champions. I don't see any, so I would love to see from Aeon or Aeon Kenobi to get at least 2. One is here. Get 1 back to capture this critical location, because the Grey Knight Brigaders have more important things to do, like denying this critical location from the opponent and stuff like that. And then he would also send him afterwards to this critical location. All the Brigaders could capture the middle, while these interceptors, how should I say, protect them. Tier 2 is not started. He has the power, he needs the requisition. Oh no, this is sad. They just walked. I do not think that they teleported. They just walked over here. They lose a model, I think, in the process. They now need to teleport out, if possible. They need to teleport out, if possible. Come on, do me a favor and teleport out, or you will lose another model. Yeah, expensive. 60 and 15, look at it. He still should ever be able to attack to tier 2 now. Okay, he builds grenades. This is a mistake. This is the mistake here. You want to get tier 2 first, and then you can get the grenades. The grenades aren't as important. It's not like you again, the melter bombs will deal with anything, or these grenades on the Brigaders are so important. Your tier 2 has priority. Tier 2 is now already started for hunting, so this is the first sign of maybe a comeback. Now getting the Brotherhood champion as well, so this is bad. He stays for in tier 1 too long. Look at the minute 7. You normally want to have tier 2 finished, or at least on the way. So this is not sure what the plan is. You have only 2 squads here with grenades now. You want to have 3 squads to be able to do something. So he could get another squad. So if you have a heavy tier 1 play with grenades, you want to have 3 squads. With 2 you are not in line to do something. Yes, look at it go. It goes 1 melter and will take down the system post, probably even using this Brigaders now to capture this critical location. So a good start, and then the follow-up wasn't very good from Kenobi here, giving HUNtington time to breathe. And we all know that Guardsmen factions just need a short amount of time to breathe and head tier 2, and before they just can continue the punching, or start the punching. That is, tier 2 is now finished. What does he go for? Another convict. And let's see what he goes for. Building or wise? No, not yet. Getting the Merc X-Knob he could do. He could go the Sergeant, could go Commanders here, could go the Generator. Would have been done better in the how should I say, on the way to tier 2 and not now. Now you want to build stuff, and he does build stuff. Another Generator. So okay. So this is not good. Getting just generators in tier 2. No sergeants, no knobs for now. And this is not a good spot. These Imperial icons do a hell of a lot of damage. These Brigaders, interceptors can do stuff, but yeah. Tier 2 now finally on the way. Librarian on the way, getting the Wrath of the Emperor research for the Inquisitor Lord, which is not even out yet. So this build was a bit all over the place. Also, this positioning of these generators is very, very poor. You see exactly why you would not place them here. They are in firing range of these Irregulars and even these Bloodwing Mercs. You want to tuck them behind your base or in this far corner on Fata Morga. Sometimes, if you have all the defenses here, sometimes these generators could be placed over here, but this position here, this position, and even this is not really good position for generators. They will allow the opponent to attack those, even with not putting your guys in danger. Tier 2 is now done. No upgrades yet in tier 2. There's some Grey Knight Brigaders against the system post again. What do you see here? Soldier Mass and Vehicle Forge. Not sure why the Soldier Mess. The Soldier Mess only allows for heavy weapon platoons in tier 2, I think. Mostly. Everything else you have in the mercs and stuff. The vehicle forge and in the orc mercs. I do not think you need the Soldier Mess unless you want to get more population. I think the mess gives you +5 and then there are little add-ons that allow you to increase that by 1 with each add-on, making it even taller and taller and taller. It's a little funny. So he now enabled a strike. You saw the lights going on. Let's see if it's going to land. If the enemy, if Kenobi saw it, maybe in the last second, but still eating some fire. There's blood X mercs coming back. Soldier Mess is not getting up, but yeah, let's see. One squad of interceptors, one squad of Grey Knight. The Grey Knight chaplain. Okay, he got the sisters, but he would also need to get the brigaders. Quickly checking. No, he did not go for the Inquisitor Lord command squad, even though he got the upgrades for the Inquisitor Lord. Oh, heavy fortified position. So this is the tier LP3, and Praetorian Guard is one faction that actually has the right, quote unquote, to get in LP3 because it allows you for the higher call-in strikes. You saw the strafing run over here. You now can call in a Vulture strike and a Vendetta strike or something like that. So big booms basically could be hitting these Grey Knights. These also have shorter times before they hit. So we see one strike now coming in. Just a normal strafing run from the delay. Yes, but you can now also use higher impact runs. Brigaders, interceptors and the sisters. Now getting also the Proto Champion. Also again another one. Or there's the shout, demoralizing shout. The orcs just die in droves. These irregulars try to capture. These are just way too many irregulars with any AoE damage they will kill. And there we saw a Gatling gun and also a Chimera. And these guys, look at the Chimera. They have this little guy on top with the heavy stubber. So let's go. And also the gun with the Gatling gun guy over here. So this is now a very defensive position. All of a sudden they try to go to Chimera, but all the time the Gatling gun is shooting. I think it has some minor suppression, not dealing as much damage as a heavy bolter, but having some minor suppression. Now another run coming in, but as I said, you have the LP3. You can now get bigger strikes here. Hopefully he uses them. Like on this juicy blob over here, I would love me some Vulture strike or something. Come on. Do it for me. Strike these sisters. Okay, the lights did go on. And I didn't see anything. Okay, maybe I was missing something. Sad me. Big explosions over here. I thought for a moment this was a Praetorian Guard post. Here comes another strafing one, tagging one model, and if it doesn't do anything, it will at least keep the enemy honest over here. These sisters with flamers, it seems, or incinerators. Incinerator, it's called for the Grey Knights. Now incinerating some guardsmen over here. The Gatling gun is still standing strong. The Chimera is still okay. Getting now a banish to the face from the Grey Knight Librarian, Terminator Librarian, whatever this guy. Big guy with a lot of spells. And I see this thing coming in, but I do not see him hitting. Now we have this little crot tank. Look at the little crot inside. It looks outside and then it shoots you. These guys have really a nice utility. They only cost one pop cap, so you can have up to 7, you see, with your first building. So very, very spammable. I like these myself. Very cheap, very effective in great numbers. Yeah, smaller numbers not as much. So you have these melter gun bodyguards, so that's pretty good counter. These crot tanks, they have a pretty long range. I think from here they can fire to here. You should not let them go into close range. Poof. He could just run in, I think. The Gatling gun keeping on killing Grey Knight models after Grey Knight models. The Librarian on its own cannot attack. Another big Straven run on these Sisters. Sisters almost dead now. More and more Crot tanks hitting the field. What does he else go for? Another Gatling gun team. The first one is still alive. Now getting tier 3. He's tier 3. Okay. Interesting. He now can get... would prioritize would the tank commanders. There are two variants. One with a Vanquisher and one with a Eradicator or something. No, not Eradicator. Punisher. I'm not sure. There's a lady and a gentleman. One tank each. There's not another Banish, I think, doing a lot of damage. And do we have here? What do we have here? Now the land Fumita Pedals. What is it called? Wartimore Pattern Razorback. Getting for the heavy flamers, now getting the sword cannon, which is the right call, but I think we have a tier 3 thing on the way. Yes, the tank commander Exterminator is the one. The other one is the Vanquisher. So there comes Lehman Russ tank on the way in tier 3, limited to 1 of course, because it's like the hero unit. Another Straven run hitting these Sisters. Now this time these Inquisitor Lord and his commander. I think he just jumped into the Razorbacks and now retreats. The Gatling gun is still around. You can get last cannons as well, support teams. Scout Major, okay. But as I said, you can get also... what did I just tell you? Last gun guys as well. Grey Knights completely killing the economy, even capping the points of him. Yeah, he has still the relic, so yeah, they should decap this. But now there's the Scout Major and there's the Exterminator. Okay, go with plasma cannons on the side, the big order cannons on top, and even a last cannon at the front. So this is the gentleman. Yep, the lady is the Vanquisher. Look at all the guns on this thing, having a lot of HP as well. So yeah, if you see that, you need to disengage and get some anti-vehicle, because with just Exorcist Sisters and a Grey Knight Librarian, you will not be able to do it. I think the Librarian in melee will have some words with it, but that's pretty much it. Getting now more convicts just to stabilize. Look at this economy. It's only 48 and 26 against 126 and 50. So there should be something like tier 3 on the way. Hopefully he has the Domus Astra Telepathica. So there should be a way for him to get tier 3. Or even be tier 3 by now. Generator upgrades would be nice. There you go. Getting now Purifier. These seem to underperform for the most part, I heard. Let's see if it's true or not. Big Vanquisher. Exterminator is still around. Getting now the Vulture gunship because he's tier 3. He needs more munition stores for the cap. The armory seems to the soldier mass only gives 1, and then there are 4 add-ons increasing your squad cap by 1 each, so you need 2 soldier masses in the end. There's even like a grenade or something being thrown. There's a Scout Major. I think this is a guy, if I'm not mistaken, the unit card looks really worrisome, but he has, this is because he has some manual reload. You can, there's something, if he shoots, then you can manually reload, allowing him to reload faster. The damage should not be as high as the unit card says. Yeah, he's not one hitting stuff, so there's just a little engine thingy around it. There's now a Vulture heavy gunship, or just a Vulture gunship, in conjunction with this tank commander being repaired by these convicts. And wow, Knight of the Flame is the commander, I think, and the Terminator. He just keeps running in piecemeal. He needs to disengage and count his losses and then re-engage. He has probably just 1 squad for now. He's getting tier 3, he's getting Purgators, he's getting Grey Knight Librarian back, which is nice. You can get the Flyer, which would be okay-ish, I think, in this situation. The Purifiers flaming stuff around. Yeah, you can get side cannon and stuff, and you also need some more infantry upgrades if you want to stay with infantry. Yes, he's upgrading this even to LB3, which is a mistake. You can or should use your resources better. As I said, Praetorian Guard is an example, an exception for this, because they have these very potent strikes for defense here. The Grey Knight Librarian is almost out, tier 3 is almost done. Tier 3 for Grey Knights could mean Terminators, for example. And what did they call it again? Terminators and Paladins, I think. Both are available in tier 3, if I remember correctly. So he's tier 3 now. Let's see if he goes for one of each, or if he goes for a... Does he have a tier 3 vehicle? I'm not sure. Goes now for the Terminators. There you go. Terminators are very potent. Goes for the Lord Inquisitor Command Squad. Very nice. Just to get more units out. You have 2 tanks against you. You need some anti-vehicle. Okay, now the Vulture Gunship also being added. Tier 3, tier 4, I mean, is a statue, but his economy does not allow. He needs to get some Irregulars out and capture his points. Yes, you are denying enemy points, but yeah, mind your own points. Yeah, there are some Irregulars. Or are these Regulars? Grenadiers, actually. Wow, so these are the big lads. Grenadier sections. They don't need to cap, they need to fight. Let the poor regular dudes the capture part. Terminators are coming in, but again, it's the Terminator and Librarian. But where are the Purgators? Did it die already? It seems like that, and the Lord Inquisitor is now coming in after all his other units died. So yeah, the big mistake over here, I think, is from Kenobi here, that he did not that he first overstayed his welcome over here, even sending more troops in that just died. He needed to collect a higher troop count over here, focusing down the convicts of all things, and then focus down the tank commander or even the gunships first. With, I think, the Razorback or the Razorback can get something anti-vehicle in tier 3, I think. Yeah, like the last cannons. You could go also the Flyers. You could go the Terminators. They have even some ranged options, I think, but they can also just melee down this Exterminator, I think. And in tier 3, the Vindicator wouldn't use much, I think. But yeah, like the aircraft and this Mortimer pattern with less cannons would be very much needed here. For now, HUNtington slowly crawling back in this game, has this point, need to build it up, and then he has all his points back. Not upgraded, not anything in particular, but will get an economy boost soonish. See it jumping over to 92 in a second. Once these upgrades are done, you see the last cannon actually dealing quite some damage, but yeah, again, little going in piecemeal, just with some units. If he had some Razorbacks in conjunction with his Terminators or just regular units, he could have tried to focus down again these convicts, especially with the crane. Okay, you have brother Captain Mr. Stern over here. He's coming in. He needs to kill the convicts, not the tank. Teleporting out now. There's even the sniper still around. Another grenadier. So this looks really promising for HUNtington now, after a very, very dangerous attack from the Grey Knights, which almost killed him. But I do not see how the Grey Knights will hold it. The economy for the Grey Knights is now very low. There's some units coming in, but this position HUNtington has over here is really strong. He controls these points, and these points. He needs to send some grenadiers to the front to decap these points, I think. Without it, it will be a problem. But we see Castellan Grove over here dying shortly. He lived, he attacks with his mighty sword and dies with his mighty sword. Even Knight of the Flame, which is the squad leader of the Flame dudes. He focuses down the commanders, but the real MVPs over here is this parole officer and his little convicts friends over here, which are just repairing all the vehicles back to maximum. So yeah, guys, if you see that, repair your stuff, it helps a lot. For the Inquisitors back up, he gets guys with melter guns, but as I said, this is just too much. Sisters are out now as well, could go for the Grey Knight Chaplain, but yeah, I do not see how this will work out. Grenadiers, as I said, do not need to capture this point. They need to be on the front, reinforced, decapping stuff, and this would be over by now. This is a little slow in the ending department. Not sure if there are any vulture gunship he tries to get, so he needs another munition store or 2. I think 1. How much does it cost? 3. Yeah, you need 1 more munition store because each munition store increases your vehicle cap by 2, I think. If I remember correctly. Vulture gunship. These have custom patterns. Look at it. This is a vulture gunship and this is beige and red, and this is red and beige. This is interesting. Never noticed that. So they have also variants. Yeah, I don't see him winning anymore. The economy now is very much in favor of Mr. HUNtington. Could go also for the generator upgrades. Could actually start his tier 4 in a second if he so desires. I mean, he has a good army standing. He doesn't need to increase that. Now the grenadiers are finally at the front, capturing the enemy points. What weapons do they can get? Grenade launchers, sniper rifles even. Interesting. Plasma guns and melter guns. I like the sniper rifles on grenadiers. I could see that, but quickly look at those little models over here. They have some gas masks, some does not. This guy with these glasses, I like it, the sergeants that is, yeah. Really nicely done in the early game from both guys, and yeah, then so in the mid game to the later parts of the game, Mr. Kenobi failed to continue the pressure, or at least not failed to continue the pressure, failed to release the pressure for a bit and collect his units. This again left HUNtington more than enough time to rebuild his forces, to rebuild his points over here with a more coordinated defense against these. These are only 3 units that killed him. Like, I know vulture gunships and this tank commander are really strong, but yeah, as I said, these builder squads over here, if those did die, then so would the units around it over time. Okay, enough talk for now. As usual, guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.